Two forms also have to be signed, completed, notarized. You make sure they're complete, make sure they're clear. One is the proposal acknowledgement form. Make sure you've signed, dated, and notarized that. And the concessions business disclosure form. One thing I want to make sure you're aware of on the business disclosure form, if it is a JV or a partnership of some sort, we need business disclosure forms for those partners. If it is Kevin and Bill Inc., don't just give us information on Kevin Inc. We need to know what Bill is, what his breakdown looks like, and what percent ownership is available there. Again, make it easy on us so we don't have to delay the process. Concept fit. This is obviously fairly clear to most of us. If we are asking for a deli, bit of deli, you would be amazed at how many questions we get. Will ice cream work for burgers? It doesn't. We've spent a lot of time developing the concepts, developing the overall plan, and we have that laid out that way for a reason. We don't want your next door neighbor to bring the same concept you're bringing. So we have these laid out. If we're asking for something, make sure you read the package description. I believe Michael Baldwin spoke to this earlier. Look at the description in that package document. Know what we're asking for and bid something that fits. As mentioned earlier, the MAG is set. We don't require a bid up of the MAG or an adjustment on the MAG, but you are allowed to bid the percentage rent. We also put a lower and upper bound on that percentage rent. Again, we're trying to keep it simple. If it says between 12 and 15, now 18, we don't think that works. Neither does 11. 12 to 15, give us a number somewhere between there and we're good to go. So on the packages, that's really the primary minimum qualifications. Getting into the packages, we have package FBO1. FBO1 is one location. We're looking for smoothies or frozen treats. This location is at B10. It is in the South Skylink area, and it's, for reference, it's across from the TGI Fridays, which it will be there. Package FBO2 is one location. It is in the North Skylink node of Terminal B at gate B28. And this is across from Starbucks and what will ultimately be a sit-down or quick, casual Texas cuisine location. Package FBO3, this is two locations, both of which are Fresh Market Deli. One location is in Terminal B near gate 30. Again, kind of that North Skylink node. It is across from McDonald's and Salty Snack. And the other location is in Terminal E at gate E21. And for reference, it is near the Virgin America gate, which is E20. Package FBO4 is one location. Again, it's a Fresh Market Deli. This is in the extreme southern end of Terminal B, leading to the BD connector, which links Terminals B and D. It is across from a coffee location. Package FBO5 is the coffee location, same area, headed down to the BD connector, low end, south end of Terminal B. FBO6 is also a coffee. This is in Terminal B at gate 34. This is in the North Skylink area, and it is across from, where's the pointer? This is McDonald's. This is Salty Snack. This was the deli from earlier, and this is the coffee. Package FBO8. This is a standalone burger. It is at E11. If you look at our website, you'll see a little bit more detail on where the flight activity is in Terminal E. Delta has gates 11 through, I believe, 15. So this is the extreme northern end of the Delta Gate area. You'll see a few more in that area. The next one is the barbecue, which is at E13. This too is in the Delta Airlines area, right in the middle of the Delta area. And now we're on to retail. Retail 01. Retail 01 is a larger package. It has 4 locations. One of these locations is convenience with coffee. Another is destination-themed gifts and toys. We also have an open concept, and we have a news and coffee. And you'll see why this is a little bit larger package in a second. First location is E13. This is next to the barbecue we just looked at. It is convenience with coffee, and again, it's in the Delta Airlines section. The destination-themed gifts and toys is in B at B34. The reason this is what it is it's across from the McDonald's, which is, again, this hatched area. And it has a play area planned next to it. So the toy element part of that is an interesting add. The next location on that package, this is Retail 01 continued. The next location is an open concept. This can be any specialty retail as referenced in the package document that doesn't conflict with its neighbors. It is in the South Skylink I'm sorry, that should be North Skylink of Terminal B at B33. Again, keep in mind that is in that area that we were just looking at. Let me go back a slide. This was a destination-themed gifts and toys, McDonald's play area, and then you've got an open concept there. And the fourth location is a landside news with coffee element. This is at B7 on the land side near the bag claim at B7, B8. Retail 02 is 2 locations, an accessories and an open concept. Trying to give you a little more flexibility on this one. The open concept, the accessories is at E12. This is going to be in the front part of that burger from earlier. And the open location is at E18, E20. Interesting location. You've probably seen it if you're looking for a space. It's a smaller square footage, I think 300 and some odd square feet. And that is across from the Virgin America gate. Package Retail 03 is 3 locations. We have a newsstand, an accessories, and a women's specialty retail. The newsstand is at B36. It is the last location headed down to the end of the north end, which goes up to gate 39, I believe. So you got 3 or 4 gates past you. So you're kind of the last stop shop there at B36. The accessories is at B28. And interesting on this one, this location at B28 shares basically the back space with the other location in that package, which is women's specialty retail. So how that connection between the two is treated is kind of your flexibility there. Retail 04 is 2 locations, a news and a landside news and coffee. The news is at B7, headed down to the BD connector again. And the landside news location is at B28. Again, this is kind of a new concept for us, putting the newsstands at the landside near the bag claims. It's a fairly small square footage, but we feel there's some activity there that could easily service those. Retail 05, 2 locations again. These are both consumer electronics. One is at gate B10 across from TGI Fridays and the logoed sports apparel. The other location is in the center of Terminal E, right in the middle of the Delta Airline gates, kind of at the end of the Delta Airline gates at E15. Retail 06 is 1 location. We're looking for packaged retail food. This is in the North Skylink area, and it is next to, again, that McDonald's, the play, the destination-themed gifts and toys, and the open. Retail 07. These are both logoed sports apparel retail. The first one is at B10. It is in the South Skylink area, and it's adjacent to the consumer electronics across the hall. And the other location is at E15, which is right next to the location we were just looking at. Again, kind of center of the terminal next to the Delta Airline gates. And that's what I have on packaging. RFP evaluation criteria will be covered by Martha Hernandez.
Okay. Evaluation criteria. And this is very similar, the actual area to what we had in the Terminal A. We changed some of the weighting. Concept is 45, it's weighted 45% of the overall score. We're looking for the brand, you know, is it a market leader? Is it best in class? The location design, what kind of sense of place for our customers does your design bring? The merchandise, service, list, and operational. Is that what our customers want? Is it exceeding our customers' expectations? What type of operating standards that you all put forth, as well as asking us for what we want, per what Kevin was saying, whatever we have in the description. We also have innovation, technological trends, and customer experience enhancement, as well as the sales potential. We're asking for to explain your sales driver, as well as to explain how is it that you're going to meet the sales numbers that you're giving us in the proposal. And this is very key when you do your proposal, in terms of really this is your chance to sell your concept, your ideas, how you're going to do business, how it's going to exceed our customer expectations. Very heavily weighted. So this is really important that, and that's how we're going to read it and we're going to, you know, wow us with it. The experience is worth 10%. And there we're looking for your experience in the subcategory, non-traditional environment, roles and responsibilities, and training. Again, as I've said before, just you have to explain it in there. Don't, you know, you have to assume someone doesn't know you who's actually evaluating the proposal. So how well you explain it, the better off you'll be. The other criteria, rental income to the airport, that's 20%. MAG is fixed. Percent rent is what you have to bid, and bid within the ranges that are on the proposal sheets. Finance, 10%. We'll be looking at the finance department, be looking at the financial strength of your organization. Our ACDBE, that's 10%. Again, demonstrate that you are certified ACDBE, that you meet the requirements, as well as your commitment. What kind of innovation can you add? MWBE, 5%. Again, looking for how you're going to use MWBE, and then bonus points. They're applicable to some of the packages, and that's up to 10%.
For proposal is going to stay the same. And the reason why is that our board wants to ensure that there's opportunity for everyone. So they have set limits in regards to the number of awards that any one entity can win per solicitation. But you can bid on everything. And
most you're going to get is on the food and beverage side would be 2.
right.
Kevin mentioned during his presentation that you have to bid based on the concept that you've elected. And I noticed on the sheet that you gave us that you have a couple of pizza concepts, but you didn't mention it in your presentation.
Locations that aren't on the website as a package, if you look at the package directory on the website, it'll tell you what locations are offered in this RFP. There are locations on the maps that aren't part of this RFP, and that's primarily because as a result of TRIP, those aren't going to happen for a few years. So, okay, so locations that are on the map that aren't offered in this package directory will be available in a future RFP that we expect to release early 2013.
So watch the website. More is coming. Correct. Right. Right. And that's because, you know, part of the feedback that we received, particularly coming from A, was you put the solicitation out there, and I have to wait 3 years or 2 years before, and my funding is all tied up, and so on and so forth. Can you do it in smaller chunks? So this is also listening to feedback and trying to kind of be more in line with TRIP, knowing that the schedules are going to fluctuate a little bit. Yes? Kevin, come on up here, please. He's sitting in the back and I'm staring at you. What was your question again, Carla? Whew, the concepts coming up in the future.
Are you talking about the deferred spaces?
The deferred and what you label here as just future spaces, I think they said. Forgive me, of course, now I can't find them, but just what's going to, after these phases of this RFP, what can we expect coming up in the near future?
Yeah, just so everyone's crystal clear, in this RFP, the center third of Terminal E and the two ends of Terminal B, and that's because those are within about an 18-month time window